Hi, I'm Paul Shaffer. I was musical director of the Late Show and the Late Night Show with David Letterman. It was a hell of a run. We had a lot of fun, and I'm going to be showing some of my favorite moments from all those 33 years. I think all of us were very excited the first time that Bob Dylan was booked to do the David Letterman show. This is in the 80s. And I was just all over him with gushing and just, hip references to some of his songs and just showing him, that I was a fan. And he said, "Do you think I could get to meet Larry Bud Millman?" And so that was my first conversation with Bob Dylan, which was monumental. There was a period of time I would appear in comedy sketches with Dave and other guests. The theme seemed to be the same, and that would be that I would be out on the street and a car would be approaching me and I would scream and they would say, "Cut," and put a dummy in there, and then the car would hit the dummy. There was one example of this I remember very, very clearly, and it had to do with a cure for the hiccups.
Now, don't do that again. For some reason, I'm a little
I'm trying
jumpy.
to control it. I can't help try
Have
everything.
you done this? You hold your breath and just kind of rock your head back and
I
forth?
tried that before the show. It didn't work.
Did you drink a little water? Oh, stop it!
I drank water, and I held my ears and drank water. It didn't work.
Right. Did you thump yourself really hard on the
Yeah, I tried.
And nothing?
that.
Did you, like, Heimlich yourself?
Listen, nothing seems to work on this.
All right, but have you got him under control or not?
I thought I did.
Come here. Come here. I'm going to take care of this. Come here. You cover for him while he's gone. Come here. I got to put an end to this because, frankly, it's kind of get... Hello, nice to see you. It was a lovely service, wasn't it?
And we set up a scenario in the office where this is what we do when Paul has the hiccups. We put a paper bag over his head, and I take this baseball bat and I just swing and I pow and I bash the dummy, and then they would cut, put in a dummy, and then I would cut back to me, take the bag off, and it's great, Dave, no more headache. Well, we're shooting it one piece at a time. First piece, of course, it's me. I put the thing on my head, and he winds up cut, and then there's a crew break. 5, take a 5, and everybody's relaxing, and I'm sitting there with the bag over my head, just relaxing. I don't know, I hadn't taken it off. And Dave is just winding up. He was considering taking a practice swing because he thought it was the dummy under that bag, but it really was me. And that would have been, pretty much the end of my conscious life. Dave said I would have been calling your wife, Kathy, once a year, probably Christmas Eve. I'd call her to find out if everything was all right and, you'd be a vegetable. So that was a close call, but it was worth it because here's the sketch. On the 50th show number 50, because in show business we don't have time to say 50, we say 50. My parents were in town from Canada and they came to see the show.
And now say hello to Paul Shaffer, ladies and gentlemen, and the world's most dangerous band.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. David, my parents are here visiting from Canada, and they came to the show last night. They liked it so much, they came back tonight. So this is, my mom and dad, Bernie and Shirley Shaffer, are here with me today. Thanks.
Hello, Dave.
Hi.
We're just thrilled about the show.
Good.
And I want to say it's a real fresh kick to be here.
That's very nice of you.
I hope Paul hasn't been too much trouble,
No,
David.
Paul.
Mom, that's all right, Mom. Just relax.
Paul's just...
It's okay.
Paul,
Paul's
why don't
fine.
you play a nice song now?
Well, we don't really do it like that around here. We play, when David, after he does his piece, then we'll play. That's the way we do it. But that's my mom and dad, and
thank you
I'm
very
thrilled to have
much.
them here with me.
Thank you, folks. Yeah, I forgot to mention, it's Parents' Day here at the show, and
Here we are back at Letterman, and I remember that I started off the show. I had heard a joke in the afternoon, and I decided to tell it on the show.
Have you ever had a Freudian slip happen to you? You know, where you make a Freudian
You say
slip?
something and it comes out differently,
Yeah, I made
but
the
it has
worst
some
one.
sort of other meaning?
That's right. I did the worst one over the weekend. I was at my mother's house for dinner, and I meant to say pass the salt.
Right.
Instead, I said, you bitch, you ruined my life. I don't know how it happened. It just kind of, it slipped out.
Now, what am I supposed to do now? Just explain to me, Paul, now, what it is I'm supposed to do.
I know.
You've pulled the pin on the grenade and handed it to me.
All right.
Here, I thought, see, this is how dumb I am. I didn't know you could talk like that on television. I didn't know you could talk like that to your mother. I can't believe my ears.
I know. It was just a joke, you know.
Oh, just a joke. But a damn fine joke, too.
Well, the audience, just erupted, and Dave just calmly said, let's get your mother on the phone.
Unscheduled, not planned.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a try here. A little dialing music, Paul. Okay, let's just see who this is. Let's see who this is. Oh, there's the first ring. Be Cliff Robertson. Wouldn't that be funny if it was?
Hello?
Hello, hi. Hi, Mrs. Shaffer.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Dave Letterman.
Yes? Hello?
How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you very much. How's springtime there in Thunder Bay?
Springtime in Thunder Bay is very lovely. The sun is shining. It's David Letterman on the phone, Bernie. It's a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah. And are you folks enjoying yourselves up there, relaxing,
oh, yes,
working?
We're having a nice time, thank you.
Yeah. Will you be coming to New York anytime soon?
Well, we will. We are coming. As soon as we're invited, we're coming.
Okay, well, any time you're in the area, of course, I love being able to see and spend time with you and your charming husband, and it would be good to see you folks again. Now, Shirley, may I call you Shirley?
Yeah.
All right. The reason I'm calling is, be sure, do you have plans tonight?
No, but this isn't Letterman. Letterman tapes at 5:30. Why are you calling me now?
Well, no, it's a little after 6 now. We've been on the air for about 40 minutes.
Ah, okay.
It's me.
Okay. Okay.
It's me. It's me.
It's I. You should say it's I.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Paul.
Well, tell me the news. What's going on?
Anyway, Shirley, the reason I'm calling,
Yes.
I want you to be sure and watch the show tonight.
Oh, I will.
Okay, thank you very much. You and Bernie have a lovely evening.
Well, that's really lovely of you to phone us. How's Paul?
Oh, Paul's fine.
That's good. Give him my very best
Paul's
regards.
just fine, and Paul told me earlier to send you his love.
Thank you.
Okay, nice
Thank
chatting with
you.
you. All righty, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Cleared the whole thing up.
Okay. All right.
I know.
All right. Now you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
now I know.
It was a lovely moment, and from that point on, she said, he never called me again. He never let me on that show again. I should never have corrected his grammar. I don't think that had anything to do with it. Nonetheless, she was a stickler for grammar, and I thank her for that to this very day. We had a wonderful time on a trip to Los Angeles once shooting a sketch where David disappeared from the show. I had to go find him, and he had been seen on the set of so many different primetime shows at the time, and we shot this in the Valley. I guess they call it CBS in the Valley. I went looking for Dave on the set of Jerry Seinfeld's show, and I went looking for him on the set of the Sybil Shepherd's show, and a number of other shows we were playing. But I certainly remember how thrilling it was when, during a break on the Sybil Shepherd show, I said, "Sybil, let's go over to the piano and do something." And she favored us all with a full-out number. It cheered us all up, and it made a wonderful day out of something that had started as just an average day.
I'm going to tell you, it's been fun. You folks have been a terrific audience. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys waiting in line all day, sending in for the tickets. It was a great show, all because of you. Thank you very much. God bless you, everybody. Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming.
Wait a sec. Hold it. Is the show over? The show is not over. He's done it again. He's done it again. I can't believe it. I gotta get him. Right there. Everybody right there. Just a second.
You're doing pretty good. That's not your real hairstyle, is it? On to you.
Fred. Hi. Have you seen Dave?
Not since I broke into his house. Why don't you just let it go, Paul? Why don't you just let it go?
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
It's not about us, right? And then you walk in.
Gary, I've been looking all over. Have you seen Dave?
We're right in the middle of a rehearsal here, Paul. Have you guys ever thought about rehearsing, by the way? I think it could help.
Sybil, we're right in the middle of a show. I can't find Dave. Have you seen him?
Did you try the hotel bar?
I gotta go. Bye.
Dave who?
Well, that's okay. That's not my belly button.
Roseanne, hi. Have you seen Dave?
Isn't he on CBS? We don't get cable.
TV's Paul Shaffer.
Hey, what's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Hot dog?
Hot dog? Hot dog's not a sandwich.
What are you talking about? You got your meat, you got your bread, you got your condiments. You bite into a hot dog, my friend, you're biting into a sandwich.
Oh, no, it's my weird cousin Larry. What are you guys talking about? Sandwiches?
Oh, man, don't get me started on sandwiches. Listen to this. First of all, is there sand in a sandwich? Is it made by a witch? Sandwich? What is the deal?
Dave, Mary, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Kramer!
No, Dave, it's me, Paul.
Yeah.
Listen, our show's not over yet. We gotta go back.
We're talking about sandwiches.
Oh, well, don't get me started on sandwiches. Our show, we got our own show. Let's get out of here. Come on.
He's right. I gotta go. I've made a terrible mistake.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, Larry.
Thanks. You too.
Always does this.
What's the opposite of must-see TV?
At one point, the band and I added a song to our repertoire by Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know, which was a sort of a takeoff on a James Brown, This Is a Man's World. And Dave Letterman heard it and immediately related to James Brown, and he said, "I feel like I should be putting a cape on you." So one thing led to another, and he ended up doing that. Next night I sang the song, he put a cape on my shoulders, and it became a thing. Somehow it developed into not only Dave doing it, but then other people doing it. And before you knew it, it had developed into an every Friday night thing. During the long station ID break, I would do this long song, and then we would come back from the station ID, you'd see me down on my knees, screaming like James Brown, and everybody came out and put that cape on me. I think the highlight was when James himself put the cape on me. I couldn't even, in the band, I said, you know, somebody's gonna do the cape. We're doing it tonight because this is when they're available. I can't tell you who it is. But when he came out, it was pandemonium. Darlene Love was my favorite singer as a kid. When she sang Today I Met the Boy I'm Gonna Marry, I don't know, it reached me like nothing else did. And I got to work with her back in the 80s in a show about the songwriter Ellie Greenwich, who wrote a lot of her material. Dave Letterman came to see the show, and she sang an original Christmas song from the famous Phil Spector Christmas album. Her song was called Christmas Baby Please Come Home, an original rock song. When Dave heard it in this show down at the Bottom Line nightclub, he said, let's have her do that this Christmas. She came on and sang it just with us four musicians, singing and playing behind her. And it was a smash. And before you knew it, she was doing it every single Christmas. And Darlene is very happy to say that it gave her sort of a second life, and she's still going strong at 80 years old.